Playoffs are on the horizon. First of all, we need to overcome Bradford Park Avenue, a team that we've not won against in our last three meetings. Welcome back to Buxton 2.0 in the playoffs. Yes, it's time for the playoffs. Obviously, last season we lost that in the semi-finals. This year we do it all again. And we come up against Bradford Park Avenue. We haven't won in the last three games. Last league meeting was a draw, and then they beat us in the two previous meetings. One in the FA Trophy this season, and we won in the league as well. However, we did rest players in that final league game. They had to go for it, as they only got into the playoffs on the final day of the season. Hereford vs Braintree is in the other first round game. And this is what we're going with in the lineup for us today. We've got Roberts, Dodds, Mohammed, Hanks, Godden, Maguire, Reiki, Gibson, Hammond, Tasmir, Price, and Di Girolamo. Again, that team that I trust. Team that helped us get into the position where we are. And yeah, hopefully the team that is good enough to beat Bradford Park Avenue. And we are going to tell them that I'm expecting a win because we're at home, but we're also going to tell them that I've got faith in the lot of them to go and see out the victory for us. So obviously we know our formation is the 4-2-3-1. Bradford Park Avenue coming into the game with a 4-2-3-1 also, but with two holding midfielders instead of central mids like we have. And the lineups are complete. Huddles are done. The game is underway. We'll keep an eye on what's happening in the other game as well. Stick to the latest event. Might as well. And yeah, hopefully we can make the most of this home advantage. Tasmir plays it back to Godden. Has space to run into. Can he find a cross? He plays it all the way back to Hanks instead. He perhaps should have put a cross in then instead. Hanks though brings it forward. He's allowed to bring it forward. Gibson Hammond, first time shot. Alex Gibson Hammond gives us the lead 16 and a half minutes into this first round of the playoffs. It's a lovely first time finish from him. And it's poor from Bradford Park Avenue. They allowed Hanks to just bring this ball forward completely unchallenged. Referee was the closest person to tackle it. First time ball into Gibson. I'm sorry, first time shot from the ball into Gibson Hammond. Does the funky chicken. Celebrates as we go 1-0. There's never question of offside there at all. And yeah, good position for us. In the other game, Davis has missed a penalty for Braintree as well. This remains 0-0 there, and Staunton with the free kick hits one. Roberts has to push it wide for a corner ball. Perhaps could have held that, but we're not going to complain too much, as the corner is taken by Spencer. And it's a good header clear. Maguire's going to chase that down. With 10 minutes to go until half time, we now have a free kick of our own. Tasmir might shoot for me. He might be a little bit far out, but he does hit one, and the keeper pushes it wide for a corner. I thought for a second then with the angle it was going to dip into the net, but it's clearly going wide. Gibson Hammond to deliver. We haven't made much from corners this season. We don't from that one either. It's a bit disappointing. But we come towards half-time. Hereford have just taken the lead there as well. We have another corner, this time delivered in towards 6-yard box. Header clear, Di Girolamo. Back to Godden. Godden brings it forward and shoots from range and straight into the hands of Sykes Kensworthy. And half-time, it is 1-0. I'm going to tell them I don't want to see a hint of complacency. I'm actually going to see anything more than that. And we have a highlight straight from kickoff. Mohammed plays across to Hanks. Reiki looks for Gibson Hammond, who has space. We obviously have the very wide pitch. Dodds back in for Gibson Hammond. This lovely ball, and we won a penalty. Staunton there blocking off Gibson Hammond as he's run past him. Di Girolamo chance to make it 2-0. And does make it 2-0. And we are going to go cautious now. It's his 43rd goal of the season. It gives us a lovely 2-goal cushion with virtually all of this entire second half to play. Sends the keeper wrong way, but it's a beautiful penalty right in the corner. And yeah, we'll go and I think tweak once again. Price does have a knock, so we are actually going to take him off and Turner Cook. We're going to go support for both these, and we're actually going to drop both players back when he wants to go into there. Thank you very much. Reiki can be a stick him as a register, shall we? Fullback on defend. Fullback on defend. You are a goalkeeper. I want to try and keep a clean sheet, basically. We'll get rid of all of that. And actually, let's take off play for set pieces because we are pretty poor from them. Do we make any changes at this stage as well? I don't think we do. So we're going to bring Burke on for Dodds early on in this second half. And yeah, hopefully we can remain structurally solid now and not concede. I can't remember many clean sheets with this team at all. So that's what we're trying to do now. Roberts plays it to Hanks. He looks forward. Di Girolamo's not going to win that header. Petrovic looks for Kabon. He's miles offside. Don't even need to worry because he is quite clearly offside on that one. You can see here we just step up at the right time. As that ball's played over, he's a couple of yards off. And still 1-0 to Hereford in that other game. Maybe we look at making our final change shortly. Staunton clears downfield. Hanks steps in. Tasdemir tries to flick it on, but Di Girolamo's not up there with him. Mohamed heads out to Godden. He again looks forward. Tasdemir's in to make it free. He's chipped the goalkeeper. That's a beautiful finish from Serhat Tasdemir. It is 3-0, and that will be game, set, and match. And for our final change, Godden is going to come off. So that was his last contribution, getting that assist. Lovely little finish there from Tasdemir. Dinks the keeper. Godden is going to come off and yeah, it's a bit of a luxury now that we can just sort of relax a little bit. Mayor, though, does wonderful there to beat his man. Rightly to Mohamed. Looks for Di Girolamo, who isn't going to get to that. Ricard, allowed to bring it forward unchallenged. And yeah, not far off at all there. And again, we're just going to go make some tweaks. That intensity for me is still too high. So we are going to just play route 1. Let's time waste as much as possible. Let's stay wide. In transition, we're going to regroup and hold our shape. And then out of possession, I'm going to try and trap them outside and stop crosses. But we're just lowering the intensity as much as possible, trying to keep as much freshness in players' legs as we can for that semi-final against Chester. Burke on the ball to Gibson Hammond, who looks to beat his man. Mayer, though, wins it back off him. Burns looks forward. Kabonda might have been onside this time, but it's going to be too much for him to chase that down. Roberts on the ball. Looks for Tasdemir, who can't flick the header on because Di Girolamo was in should he have won that header. Ricard brings it forward. In for Kabonda, and we're not going to have a clean sheet. This one counts. It is 3-1. He gets the ball out to the back of the net. And disappointing, really. But I know he took off pressing and what have you, but he should not have allowed that much space in the area. It's very, very poor defensively. Corner to defend, and if they score here, we might have to switch back to how we were. It's headed clear. Lund to Maguire. And shots just over the bar from Honor. Let's praise them. Burke with the throw in, only to May. Tasmino picks it up, brings it forward, back to Reiki. And out to this near side for Burke. He looks forward. Tasmi's going to chase. Tasmi hits one, and it's a mistake by Sykes Kenworthy. Tasmi has his second goal of the game. It's 4-1. And you can see that 10 games without defeat now. We're riding a wave of momentum. I can get my words out. At just the right time of the season, really. Very poor from the goalkeeper. It might have actually been going over without his touch. And we may have not got any clean sheet, but we are going to win this game 4-1. Hereford look like they've beat Braintree as well. Braintree with that missed penalty coming back to bite them. There we go. Praise them, tell them to not become too comfortable there. We don't want complacency. Hereford do indeed beat Braintree. So we now get Chester in 5 days' time. Hopefully us got a little bit more conservative helping rest legs will show to pay off there. You can see pretty mixed against Chester again. We haven't beat them in 3 games. 2 draws and a defeat in the last 3, but obviously that one we did on camera a couple episodes ago. 2 late goals after we went down to 10 men following an injury. Can we beat them in this one? Let's find out. Time for the game against Chester, and we're going for a fully unchanged team. Roberts, Dodds, Mohammed, Hanks, Gordon, Maguire, Reiki, Gibson, Hammond, Tazdemir, Price, and DJ Alamo. We're actually favourites according to the pre-match little news inbox item that you get. Chester been in a bit of mixed form to end the season, so yeah, it's going to be interesting. Obviously, at one point they looked like they were running away with the league title, but they've fallen off a little bit. You can see that Chester's team. We are going to... What do we tell them? What do we tell them? Carry on performance from that last match. But I'm going to tell them that I need, strong performances from everyone. Chester, home team, playing 5 at the back for 3-3-2-1, if you want to call it that. We winning our last 4, drawing 1 of the last 5, continue with our normal formation. And we are underway. Kidderminster versus Hereford is the other semi-final. Azerbaijan boss in the stands as well, apparently, watching Serhat Tazdemir, potentially for his future squads. And 20 minutes in, there's not been a single shot in this game. So, brilliant. Here's Mohammed, plays it short to Maguire, who was being man-marked. Dodds to Maguire. A lot of pressure there, but ball forward. Greenridge wins the header, gets it back again. Dodds and Mohammed sort themselves out and keep hold of the ball. It's Hanks now. Reiki in midfield. Maguire finds Dodds. Maguire looks for Gibson Hammond, who tries to find DJ Alamo, who's brought down in the area. And the referee has given a penalty. Female referee as well. Looks nice to see. Getting a pretty major game at this level. DJ Alamo steps up and saved by Swan. Well, that wasn't in the script, was it? We're going to demand more. Tazdemir with a free kick towards the back post. Mohammed's header just wide of the post. Are we going to pay for these missed chances? Hereford are now 3-1 up against Kidderminster. Chester haven't had a single. I was going to say Chester haven't had a single shot on target yet. They just had 2 shots, both of them on target. We're going at half time 0-0. I'm going to tell them this is unacceptable. Di Girolamo, I'm angry. That's putting him down and pressurised. That's not good. He's on a 6.0. I know he's missed that penalty. We need to see something from him. And he's not getting any better. He's going to come off. But Turner Cook, do we make any other changes now? I don't think we do. Let's demand more. Hereford are 4-2 up. And here's Gibson Hammond. Plays it back to Dodds. Can't find Gibson Hammond again. Martins wins that header, but only falls to Maguire. Can't find Tazdemir though. Felix. Godden dives in, wins the ball. Reiki looks for Turner Cook. Jay Turner Cook gets his 7th goal of the season. It's his first goal in 18 matches. What a time to break that goal scoring duct. And it's a wonderful tackle there from Godden. Reiki just outside of the foot. Lovely weighted ball. He places it past the keeper into that bottom corner. It's 1-0. And yeah, say what a time to break your goal scoring duct. As of then, was it tight offside? It wasn't tight at all. We have the advantage finally. We're not going to change anything as of yet. Godden with the throw in. Tasmir can't win the header. Felix now to Burke. For Sargent, there's men over. We perhaps should have changed things. Willoughby's in behind. Mohammed steps in and Hanks clears. Tazdemir. And we've got space to run into. It's Gibson Hammond. It's 3-on-2. He's found Turner Cook. He's found Price. And he's hit the post. Oh, that was a huge chance. That was a huge chance. Mohammed is going to come off for Ander. Kirby's going to come on for Maguire. We are once again going to drop these guys back. Set these to our fullbacks. I should probably just set up a second tactic with all these changes made, really. Just easily switch to. Cautious. Don't do any of that. And take off all of that. And hopefully that can help see us out for these final 15 minutes. We probably should have put this game to bed. Obviously, the missed penalty, that chance there from Price was huge. 5 minutes plus stoppage time to go. And there's a highlight. It's Coates. Remember, we threw away 2-goal lead against them early on in the season. Here's Turner Cook. He's one-on-one with the keeper. Can he seal it? Yes! Come on! We are going to be in the playoff finals. We beat Chester. I say that. We've still got 5 minutes left to play. Like I say, we threw away 2-goal lead against them early in the season. But Turner Cook has come on and has played an absolute blinder. He scored both goals in this game. And we are 2-0 up. Hereford are 4-3 now. Are Kidderminster going to pull off a late comeback? Tazdemir with a free kick towards the back post. And Gibson Hammond nearly had a goal there as well. We've got 4 additional minutes. Swan with the goal kick. Tries to get it downfield quick. Golden wins the header. Coates finds Felix in the channel there. Pulls across for Sargent. And that's a huge chance. Gone missing. Roberts holds on to the ball. We are going to see this game out, and I think Hereford held on as well. What a performance that was, and gives us some thoughts and some questions going into the final. Hereford do indeed beat Kidderminster. We're playing Hereford in the final, and it was actually played at our ground. I thought it was Wembley, but apparently not. We were playing at home. Turner Cook, 15 matches without a goal. You were brilliant last time out. This is a huge game against Hereford. Past meetings wise, again, mixed. We haven't been the best against them. We have beat them once this season now at home. Can we do it again? Let's find out. Are we finally going to get promoted? So it's time for the playoff final. It's being held at our ground, the Silverlands. We're expecting a capacity crowd of 4,000 fans. Hereford bringing in 1,200 of that as well. But according to pretty much free views, once again, we are slight favourites heading into this game. And we are once again going with a completely unchanged team. You can see Mohammed, Hanks and Alcock are all unhappy because we promised we'd improve the training facilities. We just can't afford it. So, yeah, what a time to become unhappy. But we've got Robert Dodds, Mohammed, Hanks, Godden, Maguire, Reiki, Gibson, Hammond, Tasmir, Price and DJ Alamo. Oh, Turner Cook. I've changed my mind at last second once again. Turner Cook, after his brace in that last game, comes into the starting lineup. The top scorer, DJ Alamo, that might come back to bite us. It could come back to bite us. We're going to tell them to get revenge. That normally works. So, us with 5 wins in 5. We know our formation. Hereford coming to it with 3 wins, a draw and a defeat in the last 5, matching us on formation as well. It's going to be a huge game. It is going to be a huge game because we lost to them just a couple of episodes ago. Their wish scoring, I think it was the crucial goal in that one. And yeah, Maguire picks up an early booking, so he's going to be banned for the next league match, be it at this level or in the Vanarama National League. And first highlight of the game, Tasmir looks forward. Evans there will keep that in. Looks forward for Bearwish, but Mohammed wins the head and Maguire is beaten in the air. Bearwish looks for Rushton, who beats Godden. Sutherland hits it from range, and I thought for a second that was in. Let's encourage. Roberts plays the goal kick short to Hanks. Looks for Godden, who is allowed to bring it forward. Plays one in for Price, who crosses, but Dowling will claim easily. He takes his time now, looks downfield. Bearwish brings it down. It's a good block. Tasmir can't win the header. Jones looks forward once again. And we've given away a penalty, apparently. I no idea what for. Vassal there takes it and scores. We're 1-0 down. I have absolutely no idea what that penalty was for. Not a clue. Roberts goes the right way. He should have saved it. We are going to demand more now. It's the first time in these playoffs we have been behind. We haven't had a shot on target yet in this game either. And yeah, I mean, at the moment we're behind for what is a contentious penalty. Hanks plays it into Reich. He gets it back off him. He looks downfield for Turner Cook, who isn't working this game either. It might have been a mistake bringing him on for DJ Alamo. Mohammed finds Reiki, gives it back to Mohammed. Turner Cook doesn't jump for that one either. Bearwish is offside. Very clearly offside, but we're still going to demand more. I was going to say, we're not a shot on target. We've just had our first shot on target. And we go in at half time 1-0 down. And we're just going to tell them to get revenge once again. Cook is coming off for DJ Alamo. And let's go back to the team talk. We're not actually going to say anything else. Send them back on out there. Reiki looks for DJ Alamo. First bit of action from him. And he finds Tasdemir with space to run into. Tasdemir has missed. He's not even hit the target. Oh, this is not good. We're going to go very attacking. We've got half an hour left. We're going to start berating them now because it's not good enough. And I don't have any more attacking options on the bench. Price is putting in an absolute stinker. Gibson, Hammond, a lot of them are, to be fair. Anders going to come on at left back. And Dodds is going to go centre back. Hanks is going to come off of Burke. Thompson plays a free kick short to Jones. Looks downfield. Dodds brings it down. Plays it to Burke. Mohammed looks forward. Thompson clears. Burke's going to pick that up there and has a lot of space. Can he find a cross? It loops up. We've hit the bar. Oh, a couple of huge chances in this second half. Sutherland now looks to counter-attack. Plays it to Vassell. Cross goes straight into hands of Roberts though. Do we have to get stuck in on? We do, don't we? We don't. Okay, let's do that on. Demand more. Come on. Price and Gibson Hammond 6.1 and 6.2. It's not a good time to be putting in them performances. DJ Alamo finds Gibson Hammond. Plays it back to Mohammed. Finds Burke out wide. Cross towards back post. Price! He's offside. Oh, come on. Why is he offside by that much? What an idiot. Get your head up. Look across the line. Corner to defend. Sutherland plays it in. Keeper claims. Get forward. Mohammed finds Gibson Hammond. Switches play towards Price, but he's not going to get to that. Dodds does though. Under to Price. Reiki tries to find DJ Lamar, but it's overhit. Dowling takes as long as he possibly can with the ball in his hands before releasing downfield. Reiki wins the header to Under. Price. Maguire. Looks for Gibson Hammond. DJ Lamar's offside now as well. Stop going offside! Oh my god! We're going to switch them over, see if that makes any difference. We're going to push these guys forward. I don't know what else to do. Oh, I really don't know what else to do. Great. We've got 5 minutes to find an equalising goal. Dowling with the goal kick downfield. Bereshi's tried to head it from there. If he'd have let that come down, he was in. Mohammed finds Tazdemir back to Maguire. He looks towards DJ Alamo, doesn't win the header, and Berish does win that second ball. Under will obviously get to that. We've got 3 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Dodds to Maguire. Looks for Price. He wins off end. DJ Alamo. On. He's a very late equaliser. The switch in the sides looks to have paid off. Price to DJ Alamo into the back of the net is 1-1. And it was a mistake by Evans. First time ball in. And it's a simple finish. And I don't really want to go defensive again. I want to stay very attacking. I want to encourage. Can we go and get a winner before full-time? Mohammed's ball in. Oh, I thought we'd scored. Gibson Hammond was offside from that free kick. I thought that had gone in. Dowling. Are we going to pay for not going back a bit more defensive? He's taking his time. We've got 15 seconds to go. Dowling's going to come and claim that again. He looks downfield and Vassell's in. And Vassell could win it. Burke takes it off him though, and that is the end of 90 minutes. We've got extra time. And we're time to keep going. We are going to go back to positive. In fact, we are going cautious. And we are changing once again to that bit more defensive style. because we do actually seem to be decent in attacking positions when we use this as well. Okay, extra time. Oh man. We do actually have an extra sub to use as well, which I'm planning on using around half time. Burke back to Roberts. Mohammed looks downfield. Tazdemir hits one. It's a mistake by Dowling. Tazdemir has scored. I think that was going over. But it's a huge mistake from the goalkeeper. We'll see better from here. Mohammed just lumps it downfield. Dandy, no idea what he's doing. Tazdemir, I think it was going over, and Dowling's just tried to, I don't know what Dowling's tried to do, but what he has done is push it into his own goal. And now Kirby's going to come on from Maguire. I don't think we're getting any other changes, do we? No. He's starting to get tired and he's on that booking. We don't want to risk it. We have the advantage. We've got 7 minutes left of this first half. Thompson to Sutherland over the bar. Let's focus. Corner to defend. Sutherland delivers towards Dandy. Roberts claims though. Didn't change my instructions, did I? Oh well. Dodds chips on forward for Gibson Hammond. He looked for Di Girolamo. And it's still Di Girolamo. And he's saved by Dowling. Route 1. Slower tempo. Time waste. Do we change anything else? Slow pace down. Look long. But apart from that, we'll stick with that. It's half time in extra time. We've got 15 minutes to hold on. Dowling with the free kick. Thompson Summers. Bear with Roberts claims though. I was going to praise, but let's see what happens with this highlight first. Roberts looks downfield. Williams. Reiki steps in. Tazdemir finds Price. Yes, yes, come on. He's 3-1 with 9 minutes to go. Yes. Oh, come on. We are going into the National League. Oh, my word. Tazdemir with that wonderful ball. And Price on the volley first time. It's 3-1. And barring an absolute miracle, we're going to get promoted. Oh my goodness. What a season that was. We've had a roller coaster season. It's been high, it's been low, and it's been very, very high again to end this season. We beat Hereford in extra time. Budgets, we've got £0 transfer budget to spend. That's brilliant. And we have been promoted to the Vanarama National League via the playoffs. What a season. I'm going to come back for the end of season review and then we'll end this episode. It is indeed time for our end of season review with Buxton. We'll see here our new arrivals. Justin Hanks being the signing of the season. Centre back who we got from Nottingham Forest on a free transfer. Some wonderful signings as well. Reiki was such a crucial signing. Burke joining us on a full-time was apparently disappointing, but I think he's been wonderful this season. But he's had a decent season. Maguire, Roberts came in as a goalkeeper. He's played pretty well. You can see the board selection. The board of transfer reactions as well. We brought in a whole host of players. One that we've just brought in at the end of the season as well. We'll talk about that in the next episode. Transfers out, Dawson was the highest average rating of players that left us. The season's results, we don't have the league table on here because that's a bug in the game. If you get to the playoffs, it doesn't show. So average home attendance was decent in the FA Cup and FA Trophy. Biggest one was 6-1 over Ilkeston. Max to remember was 40 over Kettering. I disagree. And goal of the season went to Maguire against Blythe Spartans. Finances wise, nothing changed in terms of reputation. We've had more in sponsorship than last season, less in broadcast revenue and prize money, but we won more in corporate and hospitality and Matchdale commercial and retail. We sold 160 shirts, including Reiki, who was the top, Gibson Howard, Tasmania, DJ Lamo, and Maguire. Our best 11 this season is probably the one that I did play most often, so it's not hard to disagree. Not hard to agree with that. In terms of Club Awards, Player of the Year goes to Tasmania, as does Young Player of the Year. Sign of the Season goes to Hanks. Goal of the Season is Maguire. DJ Lamo got 44 goals this season. Tasmania with 11 assists and 10 Man of Match awards, with the highest average rating as well. And Hanks with 69 passes completed per 90 minutes. Which means they also broke the records here as well. DJ Lamo breaking his own record for a lot of these. Tasmania getting the most assists and most man of match in club history. Fastest goal went to DJ Lamo as well. Youngest goal scorer was Gordon. Rowe break the youngest player record. No competition awards. History in the making. And yeah, we are indeed going up, and you can see a lot of potential ones. We took charge of a 100th match in that defeat against Hereford, but we got back and beat them in that playoff final. That playoff final also saw us set the record attendance, which was double what we got against Brentford Park Avenue in that first round game, and the most gate receipts as well, and £35,000, and of course our record high. So going into next season, the board just wants to avoid relegation and then become established. So yeah, I know it's been a very, very long episode. I hope it's been worth it for everyone that stuck by to the end. I do appreciate you if you watched to the end. And thank you very much. We'll see you for the start of season number 3 next time. Bye bye.